चल रहे बहुत बढ़िया लगा. Checked out of this nice hostel. That is Veera Bhai. That's his hostel, Veera's hostel. It was nice place, nice vibes, very cheap, and nice hospitality by Veera Bhai and other buyers. It was nice. So right now we are headed to Jaipur. The engine oil is leaking again. I don't know what to do about it. Luckily the oil levels are okay. In my head I am thinking, should I give it to Jaipur service center again? Again they will open it up, they'll take an entire day and then tell it is fine and all that. So I'm like, I'll check in Jaipur the oil levels. If it is low, might as well buy a 1 liter oil and carry it till Bangalore. Top it up and go off and keep it in Bangalore once and for all. Let's hope for the best. So today I didn't need to wear thermal lining inside. It's 11:10 and it is quite warm now. Pleasant weather to ride, not so hot and not so cold. So I hope it's going to be good on the highway. I think here we join the highway. Okay, join the highway. Another 20 kilometers to Jaipur, and this is the condition of National Highway now. Luckily there is space between the trucks, so I'm just sifting through. I've entered Jaipur city and almost nearing to the place we will be staying for the next 3 days. Oh my god, where is this place? Oh, there it is. Oh, finally. Check in and see what the scene is.
That evening in the hostel, I met Mr. Arun, a wildlife expert based out of Jaipur. He agreed to be my guide for the next 3 days. He took me on his bike for a night tour of Jaipur city, covering famous landmarks like the Statue Circle, Raj Mandir, and so on. Jaipur in the night was a totally different vibe and color. We headed to a part of the city that had the most number of historical monuments. Most of the buildings of this part of the city has old architecture and the terracotta-like texture, which gives it a unique charm. We passed by iconic structures like the Isarlath, which we will be visiting in detail tomorrow. To see these monuments in the night all lit up was a different experience. Next we came to Hawa Mahal. Even though it is next to a very busy street, the sheer beauty of the Mahal illuminating from the light just made me stand still and appreciate it. The first time I ever saw Hawa Mahal was on my school textbook. Since then I've always wanted to see it, and seeing it this beautiful at night made me even more excited to visit it the next morning. Even though the streets are all filled with usual shops and bazaars, they are all uniformly lit up, which makes it even more beautiful. Next we came to the Albert Hall Museum. This was the only monument lit up in different colors. Nevertheless, it looked beautiful and stunning. What's even more fascinating than the outside was the inside of the museum, which we got to visit the next day. Stay tuned for that video. After visiting the Albert Hall Museum, it was time for dinner. Mr. Arun took me to Masala Chowk to try out some local cuisine. This street, or rather a quadrangle, had hotels serving all kinds of Rajasthani vegetarian dishes. Based on Mr. Arun's recommendation, I tried a delicious plate of roti, sabzi, raita, kheer and a garlic chutney. There was one more place to visit before we headed back to the hostel. This is Amar Jawan Jyoti of Jaipur. It's a beautifully constructed war memorial depicting our nation's battles and victories. It's a beautifully built and lit up monument dedicated to all the martyrs who laid their lives protecting our country. We walked around the entire monument and looked at various exhibits before we headed back to the hostel and called it a day. how the streets of Jaipur were lit up with lights of changing colors. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. See you in the next one where we explore more of Jaipur.